They're not just coming back into your life, they'll be magnetized to the essence of your love, unable to pull away even if they tried. Their soul will feel a quiet familiarity, as if coming home and surrendering to this connection will feel like destiny unfolding. In today's video, I'll be guiding you through a process that transcends steps or techniques. It's about awakening a soul-deep remembrance, a connection that stirs something ancient and beautiful between you and the one you hold dear. It stirs their inner compass, leading them back to you not through logic, but through a longing they can't explain. When practiced with genuine emotion and presence, this method can begin to reshape everything. While I suggest doing it consistently for at least 3 days, the real guide is your intuition. Let your own rhythm decide how long you stay with it, because energy isn't bound by rules. You might feel complete after a single session, or you may feel called to return again and again, letting it deepen each time. What truly matters is staying rooted in your heart and letting your inner voice show the way. This isn't just visualization, it's an energetic awakening. It gently dissolves the silent blocks that have kept you apart, allowing a powerful force to flow freely between you and them. It's as if the universe begins whispering in their ear, guiding them back into your embrace. For this transformation to fully unfold, it's vital to release mental tension. Instead of questioning how or when, immerse yourself in the feeling of it already being done. Let your inner world become the place where your dream breathes. Your outer reality will always reflect the emotional clarity and intensity you carry inside. The more real it feels within you, the more quickly it begins to manifest. This isn't about fantasy. It's about embodying the truth before it arrives. As we begin, keep this in your heart. Whatever comes to you, a memory, an image, a sensation, welcome it as truth. Don't treat it as a wish for the future. Experience it as something unfolding now. And remember, your mind may try to interrupt with old doubts, limitations, or stories of the past. But none of that holds weight here. In this moment, you stand in your power, and you choose to believe, not with hesitation, but with quiet, steady certainty. Sometimes old voices may echo through your mind, soft whispers suggesting that maybe real love isn't for you, or that true happiness always seems to belong to someone else. When those thoughts arise, you don't have to fight them or argue with them. Instead, gently return to your chosen truth, the reality you're consciously stepping into. Anchor yourself in that vision as confidently as you stand upon the earth beneath your feet. This journey isn't about convincing yourself through logic. It's about letting your belief take root in your body. Feel it in your breath, in your chest, in the quiet space within your heart. Let the feeling of already being loved, already being cherished, settle deep into your soul. So let's release the habit of overthinking. You don't need to dissect this experience or justify it to anyone, not even yourself. Just open the door, let it in with ease, like welcoming a long-lost love back into your life. Allow yourself to feel the peace of it, the soft glow of being safe, chosen, and deeply valued. Let that sensation rise and expand within you, flowing through every part of your being as we move further into this space of creation. And the more you live from that inner knowing, as if your desire has already arrived, the more effortlessly your world will begin to mirror it. That love you've been yearning for will no longer feel like a distant dream. It will feel present, real, and destined. You won't feel like you're waiting or reaching anymore. Instead, you'll be stepping into something that was always yours, something sacred that your heart never stopped believing in. And the one you hold in your soul's memory will feel that call unmistakably and return to you ready to love, fully and freely. Before we begin, take a moment to create a small sanctuary for yourself, a space where the outside world gently fades away. This is your time, a sacred pause just for you. Allow your shoulders to soften. Let your breath ease into a slower rhythm. There's nowhere you need to be but here. Nothing to do but arrive in stillness. We'll begin by returning to the most natural thing you have, your breath. Breathe in gently through your nose. And as you do, let your eyelids softly fall closed. Breathe out through your mouth, letting go of any tightness, any noise from the day. Inhale again. And as you exhale, feel yourself sink a little deeper into calm, into presence. Take one more breath in. And let it flow out like a wave, wrapping you in warmth and silence. Now, with your eyes closed, let your inner world come alive. Feel the space around you. Imagine the walls, the light, the quiet. It all becomes clearer with each breath. Suddenly, you hear something, a gentle, barely there knock. It isn't forceful. It's soft, almost like a memory brushing against your awareness. But it calls to you. You rise, calm and centered, and slowly move toward the sound. You open the door, and there they are. The one who's been quietly living in your heart. The one whose name your soul speaks, even when your lips do not. They stand before you with a smile full of meaning, a gaze that speaks volumes without saying a word. Pure love, pure knowing. You smile too. It's not a surprise. It's more like a long-awaited remembering. Everything else fades. Time disappears. Then you hear their voice, gentle, honest, full of emotion, as they say, "May I come in?" And right then, your heart says yes. No hesitation, no doubt. Just the feeling that everything has finally arrived, just as it was always meant to. You slowly open the door wider, a soft invitation in the movement of your hand. It's unspoken, yet filled with meaning, your soul already sensing that something profound is unfolding in this moment. Then, without a word, they step forward and gently sink to their knees before you. The air shifts. Everything goes still. It's not just a gesture, it's a quiet offering of their whole being. Their gaze rises to meet yours, and in that silent connection, you see it all. Love that survived the distance, the ache of what was lost, the quiet admiration that never faded, and a longing so deep it seems to stretch across lifetimes. There's no mask, no guard left, just their heart, open, trembling, completely bare. And then their voice finally breaks through the silence. It's uneven, vulnerable, but overflowing with sincerity. I've never longed for anything as deeply as I long for you. You give meaning to my world. Just being near you makes everything feel vibrant, real. Even our silences are sacred, like poetry I've always carried within me. I can't go on pretending I'm whole without you. I love you in ways I don't know how to explain. Words fall short every time. Tell me what I need to become, what I need to release, so I can stand beside you and call you mine. Because every day without you feels like something vital is missing. And the only time I feel complete is when I see you in my mind, reaching for me too. I want to wake up to your presence, to build a life around your laughter, your energy, your warmth. So please, I'm standing here with everything I have, asking you, choose me. Let me love you with a heart that's never wanted anything more. Let me be the one who calls you home. Now allow their words to truly land, not just in your mind, but in your entire being. Let their voice echo within you, not as sound, but as presence. Feel the tenderness, the sincerity, the weight of every word gently wrapping around your heart like a warm, loving embrace. Bring your attention inward. What's stirring inside you now? Is it a calm sense of joy? A quiet recognition of being deeply seen? Or simply the warmth of knowing you're loved without question? Breathe into that feeling. Let it spread, softly and steadily, like sunlight spilling into every corner of your soul. As they remain before you, kneeling, vulnerable, open, you gently extend your hands toward theirs. Your fingers meet, and with care, you guide them upward, inviting them to stand before you. Then, instinctively, you draw them close. You hold them in your arms, and everything else fades. It's not just a hug, it's a conversation between hearts. It says, I hear you. I receive your love. And I offer mine completely. As you hold them, you feel the rhythm of their heartbeat aligning with yours. And then, with a tenderness that words could never fully capture, you lean in and kiss them. It's a kiss that carries everything: your truth, your love, your silent prayers. Now, the moment turns towards you. They've offered their soul with complete openness. And now your spirit is ready to answer. What have you longed to say? What truth is rising from within, asking to be spoken? Don't rush. Let your response bloom from the stillness, from trust, from the sacred space you've just created together. This moment is yours. Let it unfold with ease, guided only by what feels real and true to your heart. And as this sacred space begins to gently settle, offer them your final words, ones that carry all the emotion, clarity, and love you've felt. Let them float into the universe like a signal, a message meant only for the one your soul already knows. Take in a slow, full breath through your nose and breathe out gently through your mouth, feeling peace ripple through your body. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow every part of you to relax and return to stillness. When it feels right, softly open your eyes. Let the energy of this moment stay with you. Let it guide your steps, and let the love you've felt here echo through every moment that follows. And just like that, our time together gently comes to an end. Take a quiet pause now. Ask yourself, how did this journey truly touch you? Did something stir deep within? Did the vision come alive so clearly that your heart responded before your mind even had a chance to catch up? If so, then you've already done the most transformative thing you can do. Because this wasn't just about seeing it in your mind. It was about feeling it in your soul. It was about stepping into your desired reality, as if it were already unfolding, here, now, within you. Not a distant hope, not a someday dream, but a familiar truth your heart recognizes as home. That's where real change begins, in your ability to feel it as real, to live in that knowing so fully that your entire being begins to shift with it. The moment you imagined, the one where your love returns, open and devoted, that moment isn't confined to your imagination. It begins to ripple outward, weaving itself into the fabric of your reality. To each of you who return to this sacred space, who allow yourselves to feel even a subtle shift each time, know that you are seen, you are honored, You are deeply appreciated. Whenever you feel the nudge in your heart, this space is here. Save the practices that resonate with your spirit. Revisit them whenever you need, once, for 3 days, or as long as your soul desires. Each return, each deepening, strengthens the connection. You make it easier and easier for your vision to blossom effortlessly into your life. And most importantly, let this truth remain close. Practice with trust. Let your inner world become your anchor. Let the feelings you awaken guide your belief. And hold on to that belief just as naturally as you would hold your own name in your heart, with confidence, without question. Thank you for sharing this sacred moment with us. Your presence here holds more meaning than words can fully capture. If something in this experience touched your soul, I gently invite you to continue exploring the space we've created together. There are always more whispers, more insights, and more reflections waiting for you, each one aligned with where you are in your journey. Until we connect again, take tender care of your heart. And remember this, always, you are seen, you are cherished, you are deeply valued. It's a true honor to have you here, and we are endlessly grateful for your light.